University of Texas at Arlington. Home of the Mavericks. Home of an athletic program that is striving to be the best. Witness the drive and determination as we push boundaries and aim for greatness. This is more than a game. It's our legacy in the making.
We try and prepare them as best as possible, and we know that we're probably going to see everyone's best, and we're going to see them at their highest level. So just preparing them for that and preparing them for tendencies that the opponent might have, and just making sure that we're all striving for the same thing, which is just giving the best that we can, and knowing that the best that we can give is enough. And it's been really fun because having a fifth year, having a freshman, not only is JC learning from Molly, but I think Molly has learned from JC. And just, JC is a go-getter. She just will reverse the flow, meaning like she'll run forward and just kind of fling it back. And Molly is very consistent with what she brings every day, with like her court presence and where she puts the ball. And I think, like I said, they've both kind of fed off of each other and learned from each other and their styles, and I think that's definitely helped, but they're both awesome. We've had a lot of growth in our fans and just the environment being exciting, and the CPC is a great place to play. I think, bringing in more people and seeing the support from the university and the community is, a really good thing to have behind the team. There's a lot of exciting stuff going on with UTA Volleyball, and just, their drive. I think having the support system there from the fans helps us a lot, bringing the energy. The noise is, making the CPC a tough place to play is a great thing for, bringing any opponent in that's like, I don't want to play there. It's, the fans are just going crazy. I think the roles in our team are very fluid. I think we have the fifth years that really do a good job of adapting to what role we need them in. So if they need to kind of push the tempo in practice, they will. Or if they need to bring the team together, they will. And so having the fifth years and having the grads that are able to adjust to the tempo of practice, tempo of a match is crucial. And just having the opportunity to learn from the upperclassmen, from the underclassmen, I think is invaluable because they can see things through their eyes and see how it works for them, and then kind of adapt their own style to it. So having someone that has that experience is, like I said, it's really important. And same thing with SFA. It's like we brought in big classes every year, so having a set system with the upperclassmen ahead of us, it just made it really easy because the expectations were consistent and it was just easy to adapt to the system.
My journey, I think it started with my mom and dad and my aunt actually playing professionally. And I remember, going to their game as I was in the court becoming the girl who wipes out the floor. I was very little. Remember my mom playing as a middle. I remember timeouts, all this things, and I'm like, yeah, that's my mom, and I was showing them. I'm glad that game went the way that it went because we kind of was getting a lot of sweeps and I feel like it helped us to kind of realize, hey, we still need to show up and play our best games because this conference is good. We're not gonna just be they're not just gonna hand it to us. We didn't even felt like we lost those two sets at all, which then the third set, before third set starts, we kind of do our little break. We went outside of the court, and there was beautiful mountains and everything, and we started talking. JT actually started talking to us and kind of hyping us up, and I just looked at everyone's faces, and it didn't seem like a team that was 2-0 behind, we know it was going to come back from it. There was no other choice. Also, going into fifth set, we said, I just want everyone to put their heart on this like you're never gonna play volleyball again. This is your last game going into it. So that was like, I don't know, I got chills still. So yeah, it was a great game.
Wow, there's a lot of new faces. There's like, I think 11 or 12 new guys and only 2 returners. So, coming in June, we had to just, get the chemistry going, like, playing with each other on the court, like, finding guys in the right space, and then just, building connections off the court as well. I feel like off the court we're really close. Like, we have a lot of team bonding activities, and even outside of basketball, we don't have to be together. Like, we hang out, like we watch games, we go eat, stuff like that. We just, we like to be close, because I feel like building chemistry off the court helps with chemistry on the court. We took a team trip to San Antonio and got to watch a Spurs game, got to be together the whole day. Like, that's chemistry right there. It's just, being with each other, like, asking guys different questions, just, getting to know guys more on and off the court. If you're close off the court, it makes it a lot easier to play on the court. Like, if y'all are brothers, as a team, if your brothers off the court, like, it's gonna be fun to play with each other on the court. Like, you just out there hooping with your bros. So that's the way I look at it. So, it just becomes fun. You just go out there and compete with your closest people. Like, it's life, just, checking in on the bros, make sure they're okay daily. Like, I don't get to see them all the time because I'm always busy, but like, just a simple like, yo, you good? How you been, gang? Stuff like that. And it goes a long way. You never know what people are going through. Like, if you're not seeing each other, you're playing the game with each other, so you're hearing their voice, FaceTiming, just texting, like, stuff like that, so. Rayshawn's my roommate. Me and him, we didn't really talk at first, because that's everybody. We came in, we didn't know nobody. We didn't talk at first, but once you get to, be with each other every day, sit down, talk, like, the connections come quick, and me and him are close. Me and Jackson are really close. Me and him go eat every day, constantly around each other every day. I would say me, Jackson, Rayshawn, Brody, like, we hang out a lot off the court. We play the game, and that goes a long way too, just communicating on the game, stuff like that. So I feel like that also helps with just building relationships. I love them guys to death. Been with them 5-6 months already. We have the season hasn't even started yet, so we got a long season ahead. And even though it's gonna be ups and downs, we just got to stay as one and just be the toughest team out there and just the closest team out there. So I feel like we go to war with each other and we go battle with each other. We just we go be close.
The UTA cross-country teams are gearing up for the WAC Championship hosted at Utah Valley. Coach John Sauerhaig sees a team with rich tradition ready to make their own mark.
Conference championships, UT Arlington, it's about high-level performances coming through when it counts, and I think we have the squad on both genders to get the job done. And at the same time, it's a building block and a stepping stone to indoor track, which we're also excited about. But more importantly, the right now part, competing at Utah Valley. We were just up there last May. It's nice to get up there and compete. We're anxious to see the teams in our league, see how we match up against them.
The women will be led by NCAA national qualifier last year, Matro Jep Kamboe, and Winnie Kepsang, who normally is a middle distance runner.
Winnie is getting better every week. She's had a personal best at every cross-country meet we've been at this fall, so I'm looking forward to her giving it her best effort, and there will be a best effort from Winnie. There will be a best effort from Maturin. They won't go up there and lay an egg. They'll go up there and perform like they're capable of.
The men have a tough hill to climb to win the conference meet. The WAC has strong men's teams, but UTA has that Maverick pride.
They're Mavericks, they're UT Arlington. These guys are trained and conditioned and have the mindset to know when to pull the trigger and not hold anything back. And that starts when the championship season starts. They will run their guts out at the WAC Conference Championship, and you will get the best performance possible out of those fellas.
Not only do the Utah schools in the WAC have strong teams, they'll have the home course advantage. Just something else for the Mavericks to contend with on championship race day.
You got to run smart. You have to. There's no room for error. There's no room for a mistake in tactics. We have to run a clean race and get ourselves in position to run the second half of the race like we're capable of, and that the altitude will just require us to run as smart a race as we possibly can. This will build momentum for indoor, and we're very anxious to have the thing. we could have it, you know, in 20 minutes if we were able to do that. I'm ready. We are ready to run.
It's stinking basketball season.
Yeah.
And I love me some basketball season. And what a great day to be a UTA Maverick. We can't wait to see what all of this momentum at UTA, and let's face it, for college women's basketball and pro women's basketball in general. It's such an incredible time for women's basketball.
We're really excited to be here for our women's basketball tip-off luncheon, the first annual tip-off luncheon.
Togetherness, grit, and love. This is what this group is about this year. Yes, we're gonna always play to win, but we gotta make sure that we stay together and we're gritty. I don't care who we're playing, but when we step on that floor, we're gonna compete. First annual tip-off luncheon for women's basketball. What an exciting time to be able to see our fans get a chance to get a sneak peek at our players, our student athletes, schedule, all the great things we got going on. The support matters. We got to continue to build off of this. We need a friend, bring a friend. It all starts here this upcoming week. So we want to continue to keep building this, building out to where this is something that we do every year as we get ready to start the new year.